I'm GamerFitNation's and Pyramid, also known as Black Bob. I'm here with Ethan Einhorn, Director of Online Operations for SEGA. I pause for a reason. These guys get it.
We're really excited to bring Kingdom Conquest 2 to the iPad and the iPhone, as well as the Android devices. This is what we think represents the second generation of strategy games on smartphone.
All right, cool. Now, this game is already released to the public, it does. You know, the first one did well, and now you're introducing what as far as this one.
So this game is built from the ground up. It's fully 3D. It has an integrated experience that takes card battle, resource sim, strategy, and online action with your friends and puts it all into one package.
Now, one of the coolest aspects that I told you I personally like was the fact that, you know, not only can I play with other people, but I can take over other kingdoms. And me, I'm a tyrant, so I would love that opportunity. Can you tell us a little bit more about that feature and how it works?
Yeah, absolutely. The thing that's made the game so popular is that it is a highly competitive game. So it's all about conquest. It's about dominating your opponents. When you beat your opponents into submission, they are forced to join your guild. And they fight really hard to keep that from happening. And so there's a lot of tension on the battlefield. It's really exciting. You work with other team members that are a part of your alliance. And again, it's just one team against another trying to take over the kingdom.
And I mean, what makes this game also cool is that it's very depth and it's 3 games in one. I mean, that was the coolest part. I mean, you go from like, you know, your action RPG type element, like you know the hack and slash, and then you go to a card battle, and then you know building up cities and everything. That's crazy. So, as far as the card battle, can you give us a little bit more information on how that works?
Sure. Yeah, we have a card battle set up so that cards have monsters, and those monsters are what you take into battle as your army. And you earn the monster cards by going into dungeons and fighting with your friends against gigantic bosses, which you've seen.
Yeah, I mean, talk about you have giant dragons that do like ninja spin kicks. You got minotaurs, everything, and then you have like four of your friends going at it. The only problem is you can't kill all your friends once you complete the mission. I mean, this is what I tried to do. I tried to, you know, have them help me win and then kill them all so I can take all the glory, but it can't happen. I mean, will that ever happen?
Well, again, we do have the cooperative gameplay experiences, which is what you've done in the game, but there is also that heavy competitive element. So you are playing against real players and capturing their territories and taking over their land. So there's plenty of destruction to be had.
And what's also cool, you have the details. For example, you can chat, and if I'm chatting, you know, with someone who might be in another country with, you know, speaking a different language, what I type will automatically come up in their language, right?
Right, yeah. So there are buttons that allow you to, in the heat of battle, say things like, I'm sorry, or thanks, or try better next time. And you tap that button, and it'll come up in the proper language for anyone who's playing around the globe.
There's no apologies in war.
No apologies. Yeah, yep.
Okay. On a side note, so when we gonna see you know, more from SEGA as far as you know, Guardian Heroes or you know, the possible launch of another console? Because I was always a SEGA fan, so you know.
Yep. Well, you know, Guardian Heroes, we actually did bring back to Xbox Live Arcade a couple years ago, so it's up there. You can play a brand new version of Guardian Heroes. You're going to be busy tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna be busy tonight. But you know, why you can't bring it to PSN too? Or why, you know what I mean? I mean, come on. I mean, don't get me wrong. Because, you know, I'm cool with you, Xbox. So don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I'm going to be happy about the Xbox, but I'm just saying.
Yep.
But no, thank you. Is there anything else you could tell us about the game that we don't know?
You know, the other thing I'd like to say is that the reason I love working on this game is that the guys in Japan that are making it are some of the best game designers in the world. So some of your favorite games from the Dreamcast were made by the same people that are making Kingdom Conquest 2. So the head of R&D, for instance, was the director on Jet Set Radio back in the day. This game's director worked on Typing of the Dead. And so you have real game designers that are making an authentic core gamer experience. And that means that you have a title that just is totally uncompromised for core gamers.
I mean, what can you say? How can you end it? I mean, it's Sega. They're making games that's hot. I mean, this isn't new. They've always been around. They've been doing their thing. I mean, you remember the old catchphrase back in the day? When you watch a nice Sega commercial, no matter what it was, at the very end, they go, Sega!
Yep.